The two open the door with risks in the mental, as the blade pierces one of them's temple. As gentle as it entered, the Tonto came out, the warrior emitting blood like a rain cloud. When Ronin looked at the Lord, who smiled, noticing inferior swords and poor style.
16 assassins. 16 assassins coming after the Lord. 16 assassins coming after. 16 assassins coming after the Lord. Ronin, the leader killed in the war, but the decision was made to exact revenge and kill the rival daimyo. Fuck making amends. Forget about honor, they know the repercussions off a king like JFK and bullets are busting. But the attack was only met with disaster. Only one Ronin made it to the chamber of the master, and he's slipping. He was losing the duel, ripped with incisions. His sword was a dull tool. The king smiled as he won, understanding the motives, but the Ronin foresaw and detonated explosives. It's too late, they've stormed the gates. There ain't no better way to demonstrate. Slowly torn between farming and cats, only thorns grow where the army is past. Times pass, new people, new king. Crimes past, brew evil, cruel things. If you stare in the abyss while counting your losses, you might become a monster yourself in the process. Times pass, new people, new king. Crimes past, brew evil, cruel things. If you stare in the abyss while counting your losses, you might become a monster yourself in the process. Now with the king dead and the Ronin killed, the people all mourn, but the rivals were thrilled. Blood spilled and left a vacuum of power, and soon the kingdom was set alight and devoured. Usher in an age full of devastation. The people were enslaved and raped on occasion. Blazing the homes, turned into dust. People raised in rebellion, but rebellion was crushed. The king wanted advice and he saw such a seer. Took her advice and installed a puppet leader, trying to avoid a cost of massive lives and keep the people dumb, blind, and pacified. But the people had historians and they had sages, keeping the truth alive through the ages. Slowly torn between farming and cats, but only thorns grow where the army is past. Times pass, new people, new king. Crimes past, brew evil, cruel things. If you stare in the abyss while counting your losses, you might become a monster yourself in the process. Times pass, new people, new king. Crimes past, brew evil, cruel things. If you stare in the abyss while counting your losses, you might become a monster yourself in the process. So the people got together and a plot was cast, feeling no better though a lot had passed. They all knew they were born of the war, and what's more, they wanted to even the score. So every single boy and every single man was recruited to be part of the plan. The puppet king was scarring the past, so the only choice was between farming and cats. The choice was simple, grab your hammers and your sickles, pitchforks, machine guns and pistols, cause they got missiles and they aim to make you bleed. And before the king loses, he'll beg and he'll plead, but it's too late because we're at the gates and this is our time and we'll set you straight. Soon they won the war, but it wasn't the last, cause only thorns grow where the army is past. Times pass, new people, new king. Crimes past, brew evil, cruel things. If you stare in the abyss while counting your losses, you might become a monster yourself in the process. Times past, new people, new king. Crimes past, brew evil, cruel things. If you stare in the abyss while counting your losses, you might become a monster yourself in the process.